Hello everyone, we are doing the topic elasticity of demand. Starting with income elasticity. Income elasticity means due to change in income, how much change will come in the quantity demanded. The formula for income elasticity is percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in income. The symbol of income is Y, so it can be written as income elasticity is equal to change in Q upon change in Y multiplied by Y upon Q, where Y and Q are the income and quantities before the change. Price elasticity formula is also similar to income elasticity. Since it's price elasticity, so in place of income, we'll be putting price now. The formula is percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in price. So it can be written as minus change in Q upon change in P multiplied by P upon Q. In price elasticity, we always have this negative sign in the starting, whereas in income elasticity, we don't have any negative sign. Price elasticity is change in quantity upon change in price multiplied by price upon quantity. Now let's get back to the topic income elasticity. There are some conditions of income elasticity. When income elasticity comes negative, it is inferior good. And when income elasticity is positive, it is normal good. When income elasticity is less than 1, it is normal good. And when income elasticity is greater than 1, it is luxury or superior good. And when income elasticity is equal to 0, it is sticky good. There is one question. If income elasticity of laptop is 3.5, what kind of good is the laptop? Since the income elasticity is greater than 1, it will be luxurious good. Fourth is the right answer. Now let's talk about Jiffin goods. Jiffin goods are very cheap goods. For example, if you go to a fruit shop, he sells some apple at very good rate and some apple at moderate rate and some apples at very cheap rate. The cheaper apple would be of very bad quality. That is an example of Jiffin good. And the one which he is selling at moderate price can be considered under inferior good. That would be a bit better quality than the Jiffin good. Now see this Venn diagram. All Jiffin goods are inferior goods, but not all inferior goods are Jiffin goods. It's a very important point. And Jiffin good has exception with the law of demand. This means when price of Jiffin good rises, the quantity demanded also rises. Whereas when the price of Jiffin good falls down, the quantity demanded also falls down. The reason being the Jiffin goods were sold at very cheap price. But when the price of Jiffin good is increased, people have a perception that the quality would have improved. Therefore, the demand of Jiffin good also increases. Whereas if the price of Jiffin goods falls, people have a perception that quality would have been also degraded. So they will not demand much of the Jiffin good now. So price elasticity has a positive relationship with demand in case of Jiffin goods. If the price increases, quantity also increases. If the price decreases, quantity demand also decreases. Whereas income effect is negative. Now let's talk about inferior good. In inferior goods, law of demand applies. That means if price of inferior good will increase, quantity demanded will decrease, and if the price of inferior good will decrease, quantity demanded will increase. So income elasticity has a positive relationship in case of inferior good, and price elasticity has a negative relationship in case of inferior goods. Now let's solve this question. Suppose that initial income of a person is rupees 2000. Quantity demanded for the commodity by him is 20 units. When his income increases to 3000, quantity demanded also increased to 40 units. Find income elasticity of demand. So we know the formula of income elasticity. We'll put the values. The formula is change in quantity upon change in income multiplied by income divided by quantity demanded. The quantity increased from 20 units to 40 units. So 20 units is the change in quantity demanded. And the income increased from 2000 to 3000. So the change in income is 1000 rupees. Now we'll put the values. Change in quantity demanded 20. Change in income 1000 multiplied by the income and quantity demanded before the change, that is 2000 is the income divided by 20 quantity demanded. After solving, we'll get income elasticity equal to 2. Since the income elasticity is greater than 1, it is a luxury good. Next question. The demand function for Dolma Auntie Momos is DPM is equal to 4 minus 2p plus 1 upon 100 m, where m stands for income, p stands for price. So we are asked, if m is 100, p is 1, find income elasticity. To find, we have to firstly do the derivative of the demand function. The derivative should be in respect to income, since we have to find income elasticity. Change in Q upon change in M is equal to 4.2p is constant here. The derivative of constant is 0 plus 1 upon 100. Derivative of M would be 1. So we get change in Q upon change in M is equal to 1 upon 100. Now to find Q, that is quantity, we'll insert the value of P and M in the demand function. After putting the values, we get quantity equal to 3. Now we'll find income elasticity by using the formula change in Q upon change in Y multiplied by Y upon Q. That would be 1 upon 100 multiplied by 100 upon 3. So income elasticity would be 1 upon 3. Now the second part of the same question. It says, if M is 100, P is 1, find price elasticity. Now since we have to find price elasticity, the derivative will be in respect to price. 4's derivative will be 0. 2p ka derivative would be 2 multiplied by 1, that is 2, plus 1 upon 100. M is a constant, so we'll put 0 in place of that. So the answer is minus 2. Now we'll use the formula price elasticity is equal to minus change in Q upon change in P multiplied by P upon Q. We'll insert the values and we'll get the answer 2 upon 3. Next topic, cross price elasticity of demand. In this, we'll always have two goods, and if you are taking price of one good, you have to take the quantity of other good and vice versa. Formula can be either of 2, change in quantity of x divided by change in price of y multiplied by price of y upon quantity of x, or vice versa. Now let's talk about substitute goods. Let's take an example of two goods, Coke and Pepsi. Since they are substitutes, if the price of Coke rises, the demand for Pepsi also rises. And when the price of Coke will fall, the demand for Pepsi will also fall. So there occurs a positive relationship between two substitutes, because the change in price of one good affects the demand of other good in the same manner. Now let's talk about complementary goods. They have a negative relationship. Let's take an example of butter and bread. These are two goods which goes hand in hand. More examples are car and petrol. Let's come back to the same example, butter and bread. If the price of the butter rises, the demand for bread will go down. And if the price of the butter will go down, the demand for bread will also increase. This shows a negative relationship. Next question. If the price of coffee rises from 45 rupees to 55 rupees, as a result, the consumer's demand for tea increases from 600 units to 800 units. We have to find the cross elasticity of demand of tea and coffee. We are given the change in price of coffee, that is 10 rupees, change in price of tea, that is 800 minus 600, 200 units. Here is the formula, change in QT divided by change in PC multiplied by PC upon QT. Inserting the values, 200 upon 10 multiplied by 45 upon 600, that is equal to 1.5. That was all. Thank you.